Do you know this sort of clickbait phrase, this popular phrase, live from New York? It's Saturday Live, something like that. You know this phrase? So, anyway, thanks for joining. It's cool, colder than yesterday. Yeah, I know, man, for sure. Tell me about it, right? How are you guys on the TikTok? Thanks for joining. And on YouTube, I'm live everywhere, I think, except for Facebook. But who needs Facebook, right? All right. So our topic today is voice tips and tricks. To be honest with you, I'm not going to be your like voice coach because this is not something that I do. This is not my expertise. You know, but I will talk about the technical stuff that in relation to the voice and some techniques that we can use to sort of up our games in terms of sounding more comfortable, right, and come off more confident. But in the first part of this live stream, I'm going to speak to the matter of efficient communication in general, and I'm going to start off by saying that our voice is basically a tool, right? And people can start a war with something that they say. They can say that I love you, propose, and but yet not all of the people uh, kind of utilize this tool to as efficiently as possible. And I myself is still a student, right, of this beautiful, beautiful, powerful tool. In fact, some people, they have a real problem over the course of their life. They feel like people don't listen to them. Can you believe that? Like, what? Even if they have a lot of data, interesting things to say, people just don't seem to listen. They keep losing the track of their thoughts, giving you an idiom, right? And for me personally, in my childhood, in my school years, people were always saying to me, like, hey, why are you screaming? Why are you so loud? You know? Have you ever had someone in your class who was too loud? Well, I was this with this guy. I was always too loud, and actually, just recently, when I was having a lunch with a friend of mine, he said, like, "Why are you screaming so much? I can hear you. You scream so loud, like I'm sitting, like, I don't know, like 100 meters away, but I'm right here, and yet you're screaming like crazy." So I got to wait. I still got a lot of room, for improvement. But I think that what we have to remember is that you know comfortable and confident delivery of our thoughts verbally can enable us for amazing, amazing things in life, right? Closing deals with potential business partners, I know, establishing rapport with people, networking, aiding our personal relationships, giving pep talks, motivational speeches, or becoming a blogger like I'm trying to become now. To be exact, I don't want to become a blogger. I want to become an influencer, people who motivate people for more. So we can only do it with voice. Not only, but voice is instrumental part of this, right? Hey guys, thank you for joining. I appreciate you joining on TikTok because this is the first time I'm doing it on TikTok. Maybe the second time, but the first time was total of the technical mess. So I'm going to share some cool tricks and tips that I learned recently. And the first set of advice of recommendation comes from a lady who's just blowing up in terms of her awareness, like, and social brand in the United States. Her name is Vanessa One Edwards. She wrote a couple of bestsellers on communication. The recent one is called Communication Cues, and this woman when she speaks, you actually understand why people glued to their screens, or they want to be in her presence, because she makes her speech really, really exciting and beautiful and remarkable to listen. Okay. Now, the first trick I wanna share with you. It's actually not a trick. It's more of an approach. For every single upcoming conversation, for every single upcoming interaction, you gotta set up an intention. Okay. So you gotta understand, like, what do you want to attain as a result of the conversation. I'm not merely talking about the result, I know, like closing a deal or whatever. You can, or for example, coming starting this live stream today, I set up an intention for myself that I want you to feel excited. I want you guys to feel energized, and I want you to think of me as a positive and enthusiastic person, right? That's an intention, and I'm actually operating within this framework, right? Within this intention. I think it's really, really helpful for whatever upcoming communication. Just set an intention for yourself, and just try to not like wreck your own established rules. Okay, that was tip number one. Tip number two: think of the body language before you think of the words. Yeah, I've been preaching about it, that words don't matter as much as we think. But okay, I get it. Still, content matters. Content is the king. Is actually the favorite phrase of all the marketers. The content is the king. But actually, the opening phrase, according to like an extensive research that they've been running, they're like surveying people and like just running experiments and everything. They discovered that body language matters more before people even start talking. And what you want to do, if you want your hands be visible, right? You want your posture, you know, be kind of relaxed. You want to keep your shoulders back, you know, and yeah, and you want to try to exhale when you speak. So it seems like, and it not seems like, but it was like a mind blowing knowledge to me that people can scan your anxiety level before you even start talking. Can you imagine? Like, we can scan if this guy is negative before he even freaking say a word. That was just insane to me, and that's true, because we don't want to be around negative people. We don't want to listen to people who act from the position of anxiety. Okay, so yeah, for me, it's been real cool knowledge. And she even says that if you're in a bad mood, don't pick up the phone. You don't need to, because people, you're going to translate your mood through phone to other people, and you don't want them to catch this anxiety that you for some reason carry. Okay, trick number three. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, yeah. She says that the universal, cross-cultural, and cross-gender sign of interest is nothing else but raised eyebrows. Okay, so when you are excited, you're involved, there are a lot of times your eyebrows go up, so regardless of who you talk to, you want to navigate your conversation to this area of a mutual interest. And the more you get your conversational partner, raise their eyebrows, the better you doing. So I hope you guys, I don't know, erase your eyebrows at least once from the beginning of this live stream. Hey guys, thanks for joining. Now, trick number 5 or number 4 about the last impression. So we all know that first impression matters. At the same time, we sometimes forget that last impression is as important as the first impression. So we want to close out strong. And this is something that I actually fall short on a lot of times. I forget that last message should either motivate you for something, should be a call to action in a way, or it should be a powerful, strong message in the end of the conversation. Or conversely to that, it could be silence. Nothing wrong with silence, right? So I think there is for some reason, we deem silence as the sign of awkwardness. Like it's awkward when you're silent, but there's nothing awkward, nothing wrong with a little bit of silence. In fact, there is a great phrase called pregnant pause. Pregnant woman. So there is a term called pregnant pause. And what pregnant pause is, you see what I'm doing? That's actually pregnant pause. So you're kind of like you're enticing people with this silence, and you kind of pump up their interest, intriguing them to hear what you're gonna say, right? So pregnant pause, and people in sales, some sales professionals consider pregnant pause be one of the most efficient, attention, keep an eye, like one of the most efficient triggers, like to close the sale, to seal the deal. Can you imagine? Like if you are taking a customer, a prospect to your promised land, you said everything about like you I know, like you warmed him up, you nurtured him, and he's almost ready to pay you. So it seems like you gotta give him the space to make this decision. A lot of salespeople, what they do wrong, they actually try to fill up the space, right? And this is actually a mistake. So you have to give the person the space and the time to act, right? So yeah, an interesting point of knowledge, I believe. Okay, moving along. So far so good, guys. Hey. All right. Now, talking of the, let me see what I have in my notes. By the way, do you like my notebook? I just can't stop to kind of enjoy it. It's so satisfying. I'm a tactile person, and I like things like that you can touch. Makes me feel so good. Hey. All right. No. So these were the recommendations from this lady named Vanessa Van Edwards, and now we're going to uh, shift gears a little bit and talk about some technical tips that one can implement, uh, to sound more powerful and sound more confident. Okay. And I think what it all boils down to is your ability to be interesting, so that people wanted to listen to you, right? And I think that this tip of advice like won't catch you off guard, but in order for us, in order to keep the attention of the listeners or of like the viewers, we need to change the way we speak. Like we need to have this kind of dynamics to our speech, right? In terms of everything. So there is a guy, his name is Julian Trezor. He's British, and he gave just an exquisite, exemplary, one of the best, in my opinion, 10-minute speeches on TED. And the name of the lecture was how to speak so that people want to listen. Okay, and he outlined 7 cardinal sins, 7 deadly sins that people do, to kind of to lose the interest of the people. So these are things that we should try to avoid. Number one, negativity. No one wants to speak with people who are negative. You know, look at the window in Kiev, in Ukraine. We have a rainy day. I don't like if I was to sitting here telling you what a horrible, depressive day, right? Don't want to engage with people who think on the negative only. And at the end of the day, weather is great, regardless of the weather. Now, second one, gossip. No one wants to talk to people who are, talking about other people. Because, the second you'll start conversation, they might start talking about you. So gossiping is not good too. The other deadly sin is judging. We don't want to talk to people who judge, who are quick to judge. Sometimes they're really late to listen, but they're quick to judge. So I personally stay away, try to stay away, and like get rid of the people in my surroundings who are always judgmental of someone, who don't take the responsibility, and who just relinquish the blame on someone else. Okay, next one, people who always makes excuses. Also speaks to their inability to take responsibility for their actions. The sixth one or fifth one is exaggeration and lying. People who for some reason just pay too much attention to little things, apparently little things, and they exaggerate and they even lie, and they kind of mix up, the importance of things. And last but not the least is dogmatism. When the person conflate their opinion with facts, like they bombard you with their own opinion, thinking that that's a general truth. So facts and opinions are different animals. You agree? Okay. And this guy, he offers us an alternative to this uh, seven mistakes, right? To 7 things to avoid. He offers a term called HAIL, and that's an acronym. HAIL. H, honesty. People want to listen to people who are true to themselves, who are honest, and who deliver their ideas clearly. Second one, A, is authenticity. Authenticity is being yourself, being in your own truth, right? It's a great way of putting it. Now, integrity. It's basically boom, 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 boom. It's also, to me, it's also being yourself and be true to yourself. These are interchangeable for me. And L is love. wishing the person who you're communicating with love. And I think that, from my experience, when you meet a person and you think to give first, that's just such an incredible game changer, because people feel, they can literally feel if you are there to give or you are there to take. you know it's funny, but it works mysteriously cool when I always wanted to have more people who would want to have a lunch with me, right? That's like a social sort of accreditation, like recognition, where people just, hey, do you want to have a lunch? That's so beautiful. People don't want to have a lunch with you when you talk about yourself only. People want to engage with you when you are there for them, or at least you are willing to think about them and maybe ask something, genuinely have an interest in their life and genuinely wishing well. So love is really, really instrumental in for us, if we want people to listen. And there are technical tools now. So I, I myself am not perfect at all. I do not claim myself to be a pro, but what I try to eradicate from my language is sounding monotone. Okay, because monotone is having no pauses in your speech whatsoever, right? And we don't want to. We want to make the our speech like colorful and kind of dynamic, as I already said. And Julian actually has got an interesting concept for it. He says that our voice is like a toolbox, and inside of this toolbox, we got several interesting tools that we can use, and which of them have got their own like kind of pros and cons. So first one, he says, is the register. So I can speak like this, or I can speak like this. So the difference is where your voice is coming from here, or from here. And it is actually considered that if you want to like deliver a really powerful message, you gotta go from your belly. You see, here's the difference. I'm talking from my belly, whereas now I'm talking from my rib cage. You understand? So the most people are talking from here, but it seems like, and I think someone said that, like, people who are more authoritarian, right, with a lot of weight and power, they try to speak like this from their belly. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's a register. Voice can be low waist. It can also voice also have pitch to it, right? Like, for example, if you can't find your keys, you can scream like, "Hey, where's my no, where's my keys? Where are my keys?" So add more pitch to your voice. Obviously, we have a volume, so I can speak more quietly, right? And I can speak more loud. Okay, that's self-explanatory. Definitely pace. I can speak real fast and not make any pauses, or I can make pauses and speak really low, speak really slowly. Yeah. So but the perfect cocktail, the perfect, like the golden, like the way to go is like being able to contrast all these techniques, all these approaches, because uh, again, human brain gets bored because of things that just repeat themselves. So the more you can engage people with something that will surprise them, the more their brain gonna keep attention. Like, hey, this guy, he's moving his hands, he changes the bass of voice, the volume, the register, and stuff like that. Can you imagine to keep this all things in mind when you deliver a really vital information? When you're stressed and you're staying on the stage or you're in unknown ambience, to me, it's a sign of of intense professionalism. Person who can, who it's okay. Definitely, it's a matter of practice, right? But all the things make us incredible speakers and make us incredible presenters. Okay. How's it going, guys? You doing great? How's your Thursday? So far, so good? Thanks for joining and watching my live stream. I'm super, super appreciative. What I have to for the final part of our live stream, of my live stream, is some some additional tips, and then we will finish up strong with some tongue twisters, because I promised some interactive exercises, and people who listen to me and watch me want to pronounce words in English spotlessly, right? We all want to have a great pronunciation. And I'm not sure if I'm qualified to teach you great pronunciation, but I'm still a student myself. So last three cool tips. Never pick up the phone in a bad mood. I think I already said that. Okay? Because people can sense your uptightness or your nerves, nervousness and whatever. Second one, to be a great listener, you have to ask double questions. Where was it? When? Why? Great question. Why? It opens up the conversation. Like she told me the other day, a lady said like that she had this problem with the developer. Why did you have a problem? What caused the problem, right? Don't ask questions but people can only answer with yes and no. Like, end of conversation. Like, how are you? I'm okay. Uh, and actually, the last piece of advice, and then we'll move to the tongue twisters, is that the best way to open up a conversation is asking, "How are you?" Hey, how are you? Because it's really natural, and you don't want to overload person who you just met, or if or your friend or your colleague. You don't want to overload a person with like massive information flow. You don't need that. Just be organic and natural and say that, hey, how are you? It's a great conversation opener. Now, tongue twister. I have some cool tongue twisters that I picked. Open-ended questions. Thank you. That's what I meant. Open-ended questions. I got some native speakers here, and that's great. Okay, and tongue twisters that I picked. Okay, so repeat after me. I hope I will get it right, and you will be able to repeat after me seamlessly. Okay, we'll start with the one that's really easy. Okay, you ready? She sells seashells on the seashore. She sells seashells on the seashore. All right, let's do a little faster. She sells seashells on the seashore. She sells seashells on the seashore. Okay, next one about the ice cream. I like this one so much. By the way, these are all for kids, not even adults. So I'm not even going that path. I'm trying the easy ones. about the ice cream. Ice cream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream. Ice cream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream. Ice cream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream. Ice cream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream. All right. And about New York, that's got some difficulty to it. Okay. You know New York, you need New York, you need unique New York. Okay, let me slow it down. You know New York, you need New York. You know you need unique New York. You know New York, you need New York, you know you need unique New York. All right, so you need New York, you need I know you know New York, you need New York, you need all right, I screw it up. Maybe you accomplished this one. And the last one about the fish. Four fine fresh fish for you. Four fine fresh fish for you. Four fine fresh fish for you. Four fine fresh fish for you guys. Do you like fish? Four fine fish, fresh fish for you. Okay. Yeah. So that was my live stream on The Voice and how to become a better communicator. I also have these courses that I'm preparing. You can find them in my links to the profile on my YouTube. I've never heard of that one. Yeah, you mean the New York or the fish? um, Hi, you have great content. Thank you so much, my man. I appreciate. I just started like maybe 2 months ago on TikTok, and TikTok has delivered more than 2,000 followers to me already. I know that that's not such a um, monumental growth or intense growth, but still, it's a lot for me. Minding the fact that I don't like, run naked and don't like jump into the like whatever people jump into to gather eyeballs. I just try to share my knowledge and my wisdom and my excitement about life. So thank you all you guys. New York one, yeah. Thank you all guys for being in my corner, being by my side. I hope that together we will. I know with you, yeah, because when I hear feedback from people, like when people share what they really like, it makes the content generation so much easier. You know what I'm saying? Because I have all this experience, but you just need to steer me in the right direction. When people start saying that, hey, please make more videos of like emulating job interviews, or please can you make more videos how you motivate people, or how you sell online, or how do you like what an email communication is a pretty repetitive query. So thank you guys. Just keep letting me know what you like, and I'm going to be doing it. Hey, how are you? So yeah, I actually I have no content left. I have a couple more tongue twisters maybe. Okay, New York one is really good one. I don't know which one I can actually crack because they're gonna crack my tongue before I crack them. Stupid superstition, stupid superstition. Are you superstitious? Stupid superstition. Stupid superstition. Stupid superstitions. Sergey, is IT in Ukraine dead at the moment? Speaking about juniors, someone asks me on TikTok. Is IT in Ukraine dead at the moment? No, not at all. Not at all. I mean, speaking about juniors, you mean to apply for a junior position as a developer or whoever? No, not at all. We have outsourcing companies, we have product companies, all of them hiring. As far as I know, no scarcity in this regard. Well, of course, there are not so many openings similarly to like before war, but still, I think There is enough because a lot of our companies were able to accommodate, right, to the new reality, to this new normal. And I mean, yeah, they still hire, and I've seen a bunch of openings. Yeah, guys, so you want to ask something else? Any other questions? Thanks for the question, man. I appreciate it. Live streaming is fun, but I don't know what you guys want. Maybe you want to just talk all day long. You want to just talk. Ask any questions that you have in mind. I'm going to address them. Hello. By the way, YouTube is the last performing channel for me for some reason. I tried to realize which one is organic, and I was told that YouTube is the new Google because people stopped looking like, I think the time, like, not far away, that are the times when people are gonna just stop using Google search and will just point blank use only YouTube. Just because everything gonna be, all the answers shortened video answers. But still, for some reason, YouTube is not giving me as much exposure as I had hoped. You're speaking how to improve your speaking skills, improve fluently. You sound like a native. Thank you, Yanina. How to improve? Well, first of all, don't try to sound like a native. I think that when I worked with Chinese, um, they're all like obsessed about eradicating their accent. The thing about the eradicating or eliminating accent is that your accent is part of who you are, is part of your identity. When people gonna see you, right? They, like, in their case, when they see Chinese, there are chances that they will not know that they're Chinese and not Americans, right? So I'm trying to understand, like, when people say like how to get rid of my accent, the accent is part of who you are. The proper question to ask here is how to improve my pronunciation, right? This is exactly what you asked. Just need to practice English as much as you can. Yeah, yeah. So Zakard is on point there. We gotta try to talk. We gotta find like language buddies. We can start talking, in English to our friends, and this is interesting. Our friends going to appreciate that, because if you don't start speaking English first, they ain't gonna do it either. So if you take this first step, you're gonna get the reward. Don't think that initiative is like you're gonna be punished for the initiative. It's a Soviet thinking. You gotta initiate, because if you don't initiate, more practice, more English conversations, no one gonna do it for you. So just practice. Find someone who you want to model. I'm practicing a lot, but I don't feel confidence. Um, I have a lot of videos about confidence and the fears that we have as far as sounding stupid. There's some psychological facet to it that you maybe have to, rethink, because what's wrong with you sounding like a bit off? We all make mistakes. So don't be hard on yourself and don't beat yourself up. If you're going to be afraid to speak because you're not perfect, you ain't going to improve. So you have to challenge yourself and have to be vulnerable. Be ready to screw up, to not say some words correctly or not be understood, but that's okay. That's part of your growth, right? Just try to find people who will sort of kind of butter you up, who will kind of be in your corner and who will support you. Because there are a lot of toxic people who can, not a lot, but I heard of people who actually kind of cast aspersions on others who don't speak English as well. These are motherfuckers and toxic people that we want to avoid, right? We don't. There is nothing wrong with having an accent unless you spoke the language as a child. I think the accent will be noticeable when you speak. Absolutely, people recognize that I'm not a native English speaker. I'm no totally fine with that. So don't be concerned about that. Don't beat yourself up for sure. Confidence will come. Absolutely. Hi Taisia. Hi Dia. DIA. Yeah. So and for me personally, listening to people who I admire worked. Like I can't learn from someone who I don't admire. You know, I can literally perfect the pronunciation, master the pronunciation of specific words or specific phrases that came out of the mouth of my role models. Like, for example, Simon Sinek or Tony Robbins or Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant. I actually practice and fine tune my pronunciation after these people. So find someone who you admire, not as a speaker, but as a human being, as a role model, as an icon, for God's sake. Like, it could be a sportsman, or an influencer, or an actress, or I don't know. Find someone who you really really like and repeat after him, because to me it worked. Like, it still works. I learn only from the people who are my top uh like influencers or top role models. um I hope you can make some videos of the city. Yeah, but I only walk. I can walk down the streets and record some of myself. That's like as much as I can do, because I don't have a lot of foreigners. I think you're, well, maybe one of the only one. I repeat after you. Okay. Okay. Yeah. You managed to sound like not Slavic, to be honest. Thank you so much. But again, being a Ukrainian now is a superpower. What's your superpower? I'm a Ukrainian, right? But you know, and there is actually a distinct difference between how Russians speak English, because you know how Russians speak. Hello, my name is Slava. I'm from Vladivostok. Fuck you, bitch. Ukrainians don't have pronunciation like that. The Russians are really far behind in terms of their. I'm hungry. I'm 100 Ukrainian. Am I still a foreigner? But you moved to the United States when you were like a child, like an infant, right? Or what? Were you born in Ukraine? I don't know. You, whoever you consider yourself as, I think you are you. That's my answer. Yeah, great to chit chat, guys. Great to chit chat. By the way, if someone knows how to drive more organic traffic on Instagram, be my guest, because I don't have a clue why on TikTok I have so many new organic followers. On Instagram I have like one or two per week. So I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Maybe Instagram or Zuckerberg is just this jerk who wants us to pay for the traffic. But they're just so unfair, because I was told that if you do a great content and you do it constantly, Instagram gonna give you like views. I was born in Odessa but came to NYC when I was 6 years old. It's a like great mix. You're American Ukrainian, or Ukrainian American. I like that. What's your name, by the way? Ray. Uh, because your nickname, I don't think it's your name, right? Hey guys, how are you? So yeah, I don't know, like, is this how live stream work? People just wanna chit chat, right? No one wants to listen about like a lecture from a dude. People just want to chit chat. You really do great content. Thanks, Slava. Thanks so much. Thank you, Svetoslav. And actually, I really like that. I really appreciate TikTok because it kind of helps me grow my audience, and I see and I kind of get rewarded for the content that I do. Not so much on Instagram. Irina, my sister names is Irina too. That's so cool. So, and in America, what do people call you? Irene, like Iran? Like, have you changed it for more of an American sort of way of I don't know, like do they have like Irene? Irene is the name, right? It's French. What is the number? Irina here too. Okay, cool. Kudos. Yeah. Instagram is becoming less popular, so I believe you won't be able to grow there without money. Okay, Zakar. Seems like you know what you're talking about, right? I'm a recruiter in IT company. Some of your video will help me. Uh, I'm blessed to help you guys. Yeah. So if you say that I don't need to pay attention to Instagram, I won't. Definitely not paying them anything. Like, yeah. Okay, guys. So that was a treat. It's actually, you know that Halloween is coming. Trick or treat, right? Irina, are you celebrating Halloween there? It's big time holiday. One of the five major holidays in America, right? We got we got Christmas, we got New Year, we got 4th of July. Do you have a holiday on 4th of July? You got one where you eat the turkey. I forgot it. And I think you have Halloween. So five major, or did I get it wrong? Yeah, for sure, man. I think TikTok is my bread and butter. You know this phrase? Bread and butter is my bread. TikTok is my bread and butter. Yes, I do. I like the holidays. Thanksgiving is the next month. October or the last Friday of October is Halloween or something like that. We actually inherited this from the United States. We have the Halloween ourselves. So a lot of restaurants and clubs like going to dress up. If you, I could say like that, like have the like a masquerade or something. Okay, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me here for this live stream. Um, talk to you later, and this video recording will be available on my Telegram channel. Yeah, and also I'm preparing like this course for a group of 6 people. So if you want to early entry, you can sign up on my website. And I also give consultations. Like, I don't know, I hate advertising, but you got to do what you got to do, right? Sometimes. Irina says that she's too old to go do trick or treating, and she leaves candy for her kids outside. Okay, yeah, you stay safe too, and all the best, guys. Thanks for joining. Bye.